10 seconds. Here we go. Hi, folks. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf coming to you from beautiful frozen Chicago along the shores of Lake Michigan. And yes, we're getting ready for the polar plunge. And America, you are dealing with a polar plunge all your own. 2 massive winter storms moving across the continent. We got the latest on both coming up.
And I'm meteorologist Paul Goodlow live in Vail, Colorado, where the lifts are opening in a half hour for a great day of skiing and riding. But Interstate 70 just off to my left, also snow-packed with Winter Storm Thor on the way. Could be dropping 3 to 4 feet of snow across this state. We'll talk about the travel impacts coming up in a live report.
I've slipped a couple times, and there's 2 cars that almost hit me.
Treacherous doesn't even begin to describe the travel conditions on this Sunday morning. 28 states from California to Massachusetts under some form of winter weather alert due to Winter Storm Sparta as well as Thor.
You name it, we have it. Everything from snow to ice to rain. And some of the biggest cities in the eastern U.S. will be impacted by both storms. Right here, right now on Weather Center Live.
Well, this morning, 96 million people are under some form of winter weather alert because of Winter Storm Sparta and Thor. Indianapolis already picking up more than a month's worth of snow, more than 3 inches in the first 5 hours of March.
Incredible. Cleveland and Pittsburgh forecast to pick up 1 to 3 inches of snow from Sparta, then get a 1-day break before getting hit by Thor on Tuesday. And there's a chance that Sparta's snowfall could push Boston to its snowiest winter on record.
So what do you know? Another weekend, yet another storm to track.
Yes.
Bonnie, welcome into Weather Center Live. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Bonnie Schneider. Winter Storm Sparta has snow and ice spreading into the Ohio Valley, while Winter Storm Thor is just getting ramped up in the west.
That's right. 2 to track at the same time. That's why they're named, so we can kind of keep track of the 2 of them. But some of you are going to get hit by both. The blue on the radar indicates the snow from Illinois and Missouri all the way into upstate New York. Pink and purple, that's an approximation where the 32-degree line is this morning. And then you got all rain to the south.
We have live team coverage of these 2 winter storms. Reynolds Wolf is in Chicago, Paul Goodlow is in Vail, Colorado, and Mike Bettis is in the lab.
What do you say we started off with meteorologist Reynolds Wolf in Chicago, who I thought was going to break into a dance there at the top of the show.
These are temptations, Bonnie. Temptations that I will not allow to become a reality. Just to give you a heads up, for viewers across America who's tuning in and you're watching me, if you look behind me, I might be at the Arctic Circle. But I'm not, because there's some giveaways. First of all, you've got YouTube blaring over the PA system right behind the camera. Second of all, you've got this indentation cut through Lake Michigan, where this is going to be part of the polar plunge. You see this gentleman here bringing up some sand, tidying the spot where you're going to have some 4,800 swimmers that are going to run right through here. I say swimming, actually they're going to take that plunge, and they're doing it for a very, very good cause, that being the Special Olympics of Chicago. Hey, let's dive into the other bigger story that we're having. The 2 big, massive winter storms that are affecting much of the nation. Video shows that the issues we've had across parts of the roads in places like Illinois. You've had a lot of the plows that are down about trying to keep the roadways clear. You know, the interstates, granted, you're going to have a problem there, but even bigger problems back on side streets. A lot of the bridges, overpasses have been very susceptible to a lot of icing and a lot of congested spots with the snow where it piles up and drifts. So really, really tough. We've had a lot of wrecks out there too, and I would expect as we make our way through the midday hours into the afternoon, people going out and venturing around, you might have a few more accidents too. To give us a better idea of what we can expect from 2 massive winter storms, not just Sparta, but also Thor. Let's send it over to Mike Bettis. Mike, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Reynolds. And stay warm out there. It's a fun event to cover, that's for sure, but amazing. They've got to get rid of the snow and the ice just to get into that water. All right, so we've got Winter Storm Sparta out there really causing us some issues through the Midwest, and then rolling its way now into the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, causing us issues there with not only snow, but also with some icy conditions. On the radar this morning, you can see blue, and that indicates a lot of snow for us here, especially along that I-70 corridor between Illinois, Indiana, and then Ohio. We've got some pretty serious snow falling through Indiana and Ohio as we speak. Take a look at this map. I think it's pretty interesting. See all those blue dots there? Literally hundreds of snow and ice reports here in the Midwest. So not a fun go as you head out to services today. 8 inches so far in Newton, Illinois. Roll your way then eastbound into Indy. 4.2 inches of snow and still coming down for us in Indy. There's a look at the high definition condition radar, you can see the dark blues and still a band to go here west side of town. That'll roll just through in the next, say, hour to 45 minutes, and then some snow along I-70s head over toward Richmond and eventually into Ohio. Again, Ohio, one of those places we'll get nailed with snow today. Cincinnati, been snowing pretty good for us the last couple of hours, about 2-mile visibility, in between anywhere a quarter-mile and 2-mile visibility in Cincinnati. Snow's let up for us just a bit, headed northbound here into Dayton, but from Columbus to Cleveland and I-71, we'll have some issues with the snow here. Are you taking I-70 eastbound from Columbus over toward Pittsburgh, you'll have snow, and bursts of heavy snow outside of Pittsburgh could really cause us some issues, but huge snow about to roll into the Philadelphia metro area. We'll get snow in Baltimore as well. By the way, winter storm warning just went into effect in Philadelphia. We'll be looking for a couple of inches of snow here, and that'll last through the day and then tomorrow. Into Baltimore we go. We've got snow here, temperatures in the mid-20s. Our winter storm warning in effect as well. And down toward D.C., we'll get a little bit of mix here. Snow on the north side of town, maybe some sleet or freezing rain on the south side of town. So awful travel conditions for you here. Here's how much more to go. In some spots, 3 to 5 inches. That's our winter storm warning criteria here in the Midwest. And then a few pockets here where it may be a little bit heavier than that through Pennsylvania, and then maybe through Connecticut as well. And Sparta's going to bring snow, sorry Boston, to you. What that means is we could be looking to set the all-time record for winter weather, snowiest winter in Boston history. And by the way, Kelly, if it's not Sparta that does it, Thor that comes in behind it probably will put us over the top. We'll talk more about what Thor brings, especially to the Northeast in a little bit.
Might as well get that #1 spot, Mike. That's all I'm saying, right? We might as well. We've come this far. All right, St. Louis, let's time it out for you. And we've got the planner here with that snow in your forecast pretty much through lunchtime. So heading out to lunch later on today, definitely be careful, some slippery conditions. Tomorrow we catch a break until tomorrow evening, that wintry mix that takes us into Tuesday morning. So schools and businesses might be impacted by that one. That's Thor. Indianapolis, it's all about the snow today, right through this evening. Several inches expected here with that winter storm warning in effect. Enjoy your break tomorrow, your lull in the action, because then Thor comes at you on Tuesday, starting off as rain, but then more of a wintry mix. So there could be some icy concerns there. Cleveland, we've got a good chunk of snow right through later on this evening. That is all Sparta into tomorrow morning, and then we catch a break before Thor comes in on Tuesday. Bonnie?
Thanks, Kelly. Well, central Colorado is under a winter storm warning, meaning more snow is headed your way. Paul Goodlow is there. He's in Vail, Colorado, where he is, of course, right on the slopes. Paul, what's the feeling? Is there a lot of excitement with all the snow coming?
Yeah, they're looking forward to it here in ski country. They're looking forward to all the snow coming, but if you're driving, try to get here. This storm and also the snow last night has impacted travel. More details on that coming up in a live report.
Are you still getting heartburn flare-ups? Time for a new routine. Try Nexium 24-Hour, the latest choice for frequent heartburn. And get Nexium Level Protection.
Oh, there's an energy crisis happening, all right. A human one. And it's time to fight it. With the good energy of Quaker Oats. It's how we help keep go-getters like you going and getting. One bite at a time. Try new quick steel cut oatmeal for a heartier texture. Quaker Up.
There's nothing more romantic than a spontaneous moment, so why pause to take a pill? And why stop what you're doing to find a bathroom? With Cialis for daily use, you don't have to plan around either. It's the only daily tablet approved to treat erectile dysfunction, so you can be ready anytime the moment is right. Plus, Cialis treats the frustrating urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Why pause the moment? Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use. For a free 30-tablet trial, go to Cialis.com.
So let's go! When you go out there, it's dangerous.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. today. A mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Always making weird inventions out of junk in their garage. We just gave them their own TV show.
Oh! Come on, Wind. I think I just made Mother Nature my bitch. One man's trash. This is perfect. Is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Nice warm apple cider.
Adorable. A little boy in Denver is braving the bitter cold temperatures to keep his neighbors warm and honor a friend who battled cancer.
That's right. 8-year-old Tristan Regina sold hot drinks yesterday to raise money for Children's Hospital, which saved the life of his friend Cade, by the way. Tristan raised $15 for the hospital. Good for him. Well, you know, the Denver area is feeling the effects of Winter Storm Thor.
And let's head over to Colorado to Vail, which is under a winter storm warning until Tuesday. That's where we find meteorologist Paul Goodloe. Good morning, Paul. He's out on the slopes.
Yeah, I'm on the slopes, but in boots on the slopes. Snow boots, not ski boots so far. So the lifts are about, say, 20 minutes from officially opening. Some people went up for fresh tracks this morning, enjoying the 3 inches of new they got here overnight. But again, we're about 97 miles to the west of Denver, but getting here could be an issue because we had a decent amount of snow all across Colorado, the I-70 corridor overnight. Take a look at our first CDOT camera. It is the Eisenhower Tunnel. It's the first pass you get to as you come out of Denver. And again, still some slush on the road, some snow-packed areas. But just east of there, we have Highway 6, which is actually closed a little while ago this morning for avalanche control. That is now open, but there's a chain law in effect for commercial vehicles. Now, as you head through the tunnel, you keep moving west on 70. You head to Vail Pass, and there also you have a picture of that. Also, some snow on the roads there. And by the way, there is a chain control over Vail Pass for commercial vehicles. Passenger cars, your rental car should be fine going over there. Just slow down and make sure you get on through. Then you get to Vail, enjoying some of the snow so far this season, over 230 inches, 233 officially with 3 inches that fell overnight, and they could see a lot more as we head overnight. Take a look at the ski totals that we picked up just the last 24 hours from ski resorts around parts of Colorado, and some of these totals were quite impressive. Some areas like Telluride and Purgatory are talking over 10 inches of snow fell, and that's just before the heart of Winter Storm Thor comes through. Again, over the last week or so, many resorts picked up 2 to 4 feet of snow, and we could see totals like that as we head in the heart of Thor. And again, this area of Colorado under a winter storm warning until 5 p.m. Tuesday. It is Sunday morning right now, so we have still more than 48 hours, if not closer to 60 to 65 hours, that we will see snow starting later on today. And a big part of the travel is for the people who come up here to Vail and Beaver Creek and Copper Mountain and Breckenridge is to get back down the hill, get back down 70 into the Front Range in Denver. And that ride could be even longer today. Typically, it's a crawl on Sunday evenings, Bonnie, but with snow falling as well, it could really make that a long duration event. My advice, hey, take a couple of comp days, enjoy the snow. A couple of feet expected here across mountains, even more in southwestern Colorado. Bonnie?
Good point, Paul. I'm sure skiers will be taking those comp days. Why not with weather like that? You know, we are looking at a lot of effects of Winter Storm Thor besides the snow in Colorado because the storm will be pushing east and it'll bring a variety of weather, a wide variety. As you can see, look at this. We've got rain in Southern California, plenty of it coming down heavy in San Diego right now. We may even see some lightning and small hail as far north as Los Angeles. So the rain is beneficial, but be careful if you're traveling in this region. You can see some heavy rain sweeping into Orange County right now, and that's working its way up the 5. A little little more heavy downpours popping up in the Newport Beach area, actually, just in the past few moments. So here's Thor working its way across further to the east, and it's going to bring plenty of warm air and moisture to the south. So we're looking at a big rainmaker with Thor. Unlike Sparta, this will be a lot of rain for the south, and it'll be persistent rain for the next few days. You'll need the umbrella handy if you're in Birmingham, Atlanta, or any of those southern cities. However, a wintry mix and icy conditions are possible from Omaha to St. Louis, where we will see snow, but we're also looking at things changing as that rain-snow line fluctuates from south to north, and freezing rain possibly into Texas. So much going on, Kelly.
We do have a lot going on, and as you mentioned, Bonnie, causing some problems out there. Winter storm Sparta glazing Maryland with a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Laura Rakowski from the Maryland Department of Transportation joins us now on the phone from Baltimore. Thank you so much for joining us, Laura. How are the roads there this morning?
Hi there. Good morning, Kelly. Well, Maryland State Highway Administration crews are deployed. We are deploying those resources from our Emergency Operations Center right by BWI Airport. And I can tell you right now that the pavement temperatures are below freezing, so any of that precipitation has the chance to freeze. Right now, crews are out. They're working hard. They're treating roads. But we're asking folks to stay off the roads and stay home if possible.
And Laura, parts of your state getting all snow, other parts getting some of that freezing rain and ice. Do you have a different plan of action when it comes to the different kinds of precipitation when it comes to treating the roads?
Sure, absolutely. As you were just talking about the forecast across the country and the different variety of precipitation, we're seeing all of that in Maryland right now. So in central Maryland, we're seeing primarily a light to moderate snow, and on the shore in southern Maryland, we are starting to see some of the sleet and freezing rain moving in. And I think it goes without saying that we prefer 6 inches of snow as opposed to a single fraction of a quarter inch of ice. But certainly there is a different strategy for ice, and we'll be plowing and salting primarily for the snow. For ice, of course, it's primarily a salting operation, and it's just imperative that our crews are able to reach the roadway to effectively manage the storm.
All right, Laura Rakowski, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know it is certainly busy out there. We're going to keep tabs on what's going on with both Winter Storm Sparta and Winter Storm Thor. So we've got coast-to-coast storms that we are tracking here on Weather Center Live. Stay right there. Our coverage continues after the break.
Average work pants versus a grab-happy grizzly. Duluth Fire Hose work pants versus a grab-happy grizzly. Duluth Trading Fire Hose work pants, tougher than a grizzly's grope. Get a pair, only at DuluthTrading.com.
I'm excited to use Hydroxycut because I really want to lose weight. Hey, we're gonna live free. I lost 40 pounds. Hydroxycut really works. Hydroxycut is America's #1 selling weight loss supplement brand. Lose weight your way. Mix and match gummies, tablets, and drink mix. Don't let more years go by and continue to pack on the pounds. Start as soon as you can. Hydroxycut lets you lose weight your way. And go to hydroxycut.com to access the Be Thinner in 30-day starter plan.
You know those neighbors always making weird inventions out of junk in their garage? We just gave them their own TV show.
Come on, Wind. I think I just made Mother Nature my bet. One man's trash. This is...
Now? Can I at least put my shoes on? If your bladder is calling the shots, you may have a medical condition called overactive bladder, or OAB. You gotta be kidding me. I've had enough. It's time to talk to the doctor. Ask your doctor how Myrbetriq may help treat OAB symptoms of urgency, frequency, and leakage, which may mean fewer trips to the bathroom.
Myrbetriq Mirabegron may increase your blood pressure. Myrbetriq may increase your chances of not being able to empty your bladder. Tell your doctor right away if you have trouble emptying your bladder or have a weak urine stream. Myrbetriq may affect or be affected by other medications, so tell your doctor about all the medicines you take. Before taking Myrbetriq, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Common side effects include increased blood pressure, common cold symptoms, urinary tract infection, and headache.
Take charge by talking to your doctor about your OAB symptoms and Myrbetriq. Find out if you can get your first prescription at no cost by visiting Myrbetriq.com.
800-708-1548. Online at drlogsplitter.com.
So let's
go out there, it's dangerous.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter storm Sparta is on the move, and it's bringing treacherous weather.
That's right, 8 inches of snow on the ground already here in Rawls County, Missouri. That's in the northeastern part of the state. It does look pretty, though. Eric Cunningham posting this wintry scene to our Facebook page, and we do appreciate the pictures. Send them to us on Twitter, Facebook. We both have accounts as well, so we want to see what's going on where you are.
Absolutely, and we also want to get to the lab because our own Mike Bettis is there tracking Winter Storm Sparta and Thor. Mike, how's it looking right now?
Some areas where we have some real concern, unfortunately, and it does cause us some issues in North Carolina. Around Raleigh, we have some rain this morning that's freezing with a frozen surface down at the ground. So a place like Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, over toward the Triad, we've got some frozen conditions for you this morning. There's a look at the radar where you see purple on the map. It's not a color we like to see because that means everything is glazing over for us, unfortunately. Temperature at 32 right now in Raleigh, so it's below freezing. In Greensboro, Charlotte, we finally come up above freezing, so we'll have just plain old rain and hopefully improving road conditions for you here. But I think especially through the Piedmont and then eastern North Carolina, we're going to have some issues. Chapel Hill right now is reporting some ice accumulation, so that may weigh down a few tree branches here, and it certainly will cause a glaze on the roadways. Be careful if you have to travel. Make sure you're watching your distance between you and the car ahead of you, and watch for some skidding on the roads here. Here's a look at the icy forecast that lasts at least, we think, until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Until after that, temperatures begin to warm up. We'll be at 33 by 2 o'clock, and hopefully we'll have improving conditions as temperatures begin to warm through the overnight. Let's go a little bit farther north here into Hampton Roads, where it's just 32 and cloudy in Norfolk. We do not actually have any advisories in effect here in Norfolk. It's just outside of town where we have snow here in Emporia, and now reporting freezing rain in Richmond with a temperature at 29. So in the capital, we're going to have some icing issues here. Into Norfolk, potentially we could get over to a little bit of ice briefly this morning as temperatures hover right around 32 degrees. So if you see anything, it might be a little bit of drizzle out there, but the good news is through the afternoon, temperatures should warm up above freezing, and it continues to just be a cold rain for us, unfortunately, here in Hampton Roads. All right, let's work our way through that forecast from there and then northbound. Take a look at the purple on the map. This is where we have ice accumulation in the forecast. Does include the Triad, does include the Research Triangle, and then all the way up here into the Delmarva. We could see in some spots here as much as ½ an inch of ice accumulation. That's enough, easily enough, to cause some power outages. Let's show you our forecast here as we go a little bit farther north. Starting to get a little bit more concerned now about what could happen for us in D.C. We have snow on the north side of town, a little bit of sleet or freezing rain south side of town, definitely causing some issues at the airports. But Baltimore to Philadelphia to Reading, these are all locations we could get another 1/10 of an inch, if not more, ice accumulation. Then some snow on top of that with winter storm warnings in effect, Kelly. So please be careful and be ready just in case the power does indeed go out.
That's right. Know where those flashlights are, Mike. Thank you so much. And now let's go to the south, where it's all about the rain. Heavy rain in South Florida, doing a number on the Honda Classic Golf Tournament in West Palm Beach. This is the leaderboard. You see it right there, actually collapsing due to the high winds and flooding. Saturday play suspended. The pros will try to finish the third round today and play the final round tomorrow. All right, things are looking a little better, at least right now in the Sunshine State, but we are tracking more rain sliding its way across the Gulf Coast right now. You can see it here, not too far from Houston, where they are reporting light rain and temperature 61 degrees. Dew point also 61, so there could be some fog issues building in there as well. You can see the thunderstorms rolling right along Interstate 10 into the state of Louisiana, so some of the parishes here also dealing with some heavy rain and those occasional lightning strikes as well. Broaden out the picture, it is all rain as you go northward into Tennessee. We are concerned about flooding, by the way, especially into Kentucky with all that snowpack and some heavy rain on top of that could lead to some issues there. So there's your thunderstorm forecast between Houston and New Orleans, Jackson, Mississippi. We've got you in the green as well. Then as we head into the day tomorrow, looks like more thunderstorms kind of reloading across the Lone Star State, moving right into the southeast as we go into tomorrow night and Tuesday. So Atlanta will be impacted. Could be some delays there. Nashville, we got the rain in your forecast as well. Bonnie, over to you.
Looks very stormy. Well, right now, Winter Storm Sparta and Thor are on the move. 96 million people are now under some kind of winter weather alert. We're keeping track of both storms with live coverage in Vail, Colorado and Chicago. Right now, you're local on the 8s.
After a trip to AutoZone for parts and advice, Bernie and Jose were ready to tackle their brake job. This made Bernie and Jose feel like they could muscle through anything. It's called The Zone, and we'll help get you there. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Your eyes depend on a unique set of nutrients.
That's why there's Ocuvite. Ocuvite helps replenish key eye nutrients. Ocuvite has a unique formula that's just not found in any leading multivitamin.
Help protect your eye health with Ocuvite.
I don't know what I should do next.
Do what everybody else does. Start a business. Build yourself a website.
Welcome to T.O.'s Humble Pie.
With Wix.com.
Let's party!
We make it easy to create your own all-pro website. All by yourself.
Farve and carve.
You did that yourself?
Don't look so surprised.
Go to Wix.com. Create your website today.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This is FlexShot. The easy way to caulk, bond, and seal virtually everything.
And it's so easy to use. Simply push the trigger to make quick repairs with pinpoint accuracy. FlexShot fills huge cracks and holes, making everything completely waterproof.
FlexShot comes out nice and thick. It fills in large cracks and holes, and when you stop, it stops. And it dries to this, a super tough, stretchy rubber. It expands and contracts.
Water gushes out of this huge hole. But after it's sealed with FlexShot, there's absolutely no leaks. That's amazing. FlexShot is a super strong adhesive. It's ideal for all your repairs.
To show you the strength of FlexShot, I'm going to blast holes in that boat with this cannon. Ready? Look at all this damage, and we're going to repair it using FlexShot. FlexShot sealed every hole. Imagine what you can do with the power of FlexShot.
This incredible formula lasts up to 30 years and is mildew resistant, perfect for kitchens and baths.
Messy caulks dry out. What a waste. But with FlexShot, there's no waste. You can use it over and over again.
You can get FlexShot for just $19.99. Plus, we'll include this extension tube. But wait, we're going to double your order. That's 2 cans of FlexShot. Plus, I'll throw in a free handy can of Flex Seal, the easy way to stop leaks fast. You get it all for just $19.99. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-738-4541. That's 1-800-738-4541. Or go to FlexShotTVOffer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so call or click now.
You know those neighbors always making weird inventions out of junk in their garage? We just gave them their own TV show.
Come on, Wind. I think I just made Mother Nature my bet. One man's trash. This is perfect. Is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
When you go out there, it's dangerous.
Winter Storm Sparta affecting a huge chunk of the eastern U.S. with a wide variety of dangerous wintry weather. Everything from snow and ice to freezing rain.
Sandra Conley posted this picture of the ice on her vehicle. Oh, that is no fun, scraping all that ice off. This is Aberdeen, Ohio, in the Cincinnati area. Less than 1/10 of an inch of ice, but still a problem there. And we've had snow reports anywhere from 1/2 inch to an inch. And it's not just Sparta on this first day of March. Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Bonnie Schneider. That's right. We have 2 winter storms to tell you about, Sparta and Winter Storm Thor. That has 96 million people under some sort of winter weather alert this morning. Winter Storm Sparta, for example, well, that's impacting a big chunk of the U.S. You're looking live at Detroit, Washington, D.C., New York City, and Hartford, Connecticut.
The storm is spreading a wintry mess of snow and ice. Already a rash of accidents this morning in North Carolina with more freezing rain there. And the radar is lit up from the Ohio Valley to the Gulf Coast. You can see all that snow showing up in blue from Indianapolis to Cleveland. To the south of that, though, we have to watch that freezing line from Cincinnati to D.C. and a lot of alerts, a lot of watches and warnings.
And that freezing line will fluctuate, Kelly, from today, tonight to tomorrow. Absolutely. You know, we are tracking this storm and many others. That's why we have live team coverage of both of these winter storms. Reynolds Wolf is in Chicago and Paul Goodlow is in Vail, Colorado.
We begin with Reynolds Wolf in Chicago, where I can't believe they're actually going to cut through that ice and jump on in the water.
I know. I can't believe it either. We're here along the shores of Lake Michigan. You hear the sound of the violent FIMs reverberating and bursting the eardrums. But as the cold air that's really taking hold, you see a few snowflakes at home, maybe moving top to bottom across the screen. And then right behind me, well, you've got some of the rescue divers out there. Hopefully they were not going to be using the dry suits all that much, helping people. But trust me, here at the Polar Plunge, they're taking every single precaution they possibly can in case someone does succumb to the cold air.
But that's too far away. I want to come.
Exactly. That's right. It's all about safety. All right, let's talk about some of the rough stuff they've been dealing with out there. Sure, that we're talking about things in Chicago, but show the video that we have for you. And the video tells the story of what's happening in parts of Illinois, central and southern Illinois. What a mess. You've got a lot of ice. You've got a lot of snow on the roadways. A lot of the side streets being affected, interstates too. But never forget, a lot of the overpasses and bridges are really going to be susceptible to icing and treacherous driving. You had plenty of accidents last night. A lot of messes out there. And the violent FIMs continue. My goodness. All right, folks, what we're going to be dealing with here is a gradual warm-up over the next couple of days in Chicago, going up to around 39 degrees by Tuesday, but still, the big chill from here for the time being. Now we're going to go from here way up into the Rocky Mountains, a bit farther to the west, to my dear friend Paul Goodlow. Paul, I know you're dealing with a lot of rough stuff up there in terms of weather.
Well, right now, it's pretty nice. The sun is coming up, a little bit of sunshine, blue sky overhead as well. Take a look at the lift lines. Again, at 8:30 local time, it just opened, so the line for the gondola here in Vail Village continues to grow as people are trying to get up there and enjoy the 3 inches of fresh snow they picked up here. And while that's not a lot of snow for Vail, we have a lot more coming. But take a look at what happened in Denver. We had record snow in February, and people were saying, hey, doesn't Denver get snow all the time? Well, it can get cold all the time, but snow, actually now, March, that's their snowiest month. February, on average, 7.5 inches of snow, but they picked up almost 3 times that, 22.4 inches. That's an all-time record for the amount of snow they've picked up on record in the month of February. Now, again, the ski resorts, some picked up that in the last 6-7 days here. Take a look at some of these totals here. Places like Snowmass, 27 inches of snow in the last 7 days. They got 10 inches last night. What about Purgatory? They picked up 47 inches of snow. We're talking almost 4 feet of snow there. And get this, Purgatory, Telluride, we can see very similar numbers. Wolf Creek, as we are dealing with Winter Storm Thor. Take a look at our forecast for the snow we're expecting here in Colorado. Now, the bullseye for the heaviest snow, we're talking the San Juan Mountains in southwestern Colorado, where they can easily pick up 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5, 6 feet as you head to the higher elevations. And this is basically from now right on through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning when the snow finally starts tapering off. In fact, we're under a winter storm warning here in Vail and much of the Rockies here in Colorado until Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. Now, we'll get, plenty of snow here in Vail, perhaps a couple of feet as we head on towards Tuesday morning. Great news for the 5,000 plus acres you have to enjoy here in skiing and snowboarding. But the problem, Kelly, will be traveling. We have tons of people going back and forth from Denver and the Front Range through the I-70 corridor here to Vail and Copper, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge. That area, that corridor will be snowpacked. Already is right now, but even more so as we head over the next 60 to 72 hours. Kelly?
Yeah, I hope they can get the Eisenhower open. And I was just checking Denver, by the way, Paul, down to 1/8 of a mile with some snow and fog there. So, yeah, we've got some issues, that's for sure, for traveling. But, yeah, skiing is amazing. East Coast, West Coast. I was actually just skiing at Sugar in North Carolina. They got several inches of snow just recently there as well. So that's the good news with these back-to-back storms throughout the month of February and now into early March. Great for winter sports enthusiasts, not so great for traveling. We got the snow in Cleveland today, a little bit of a break tomorrow, but then we've got Thor, Winter Storm Thor, to deal with as we head towards Tuesday with that wintry mix, and then temperatures eventually warm up to 40 degrees. It all starts out here in California. We are seeing a good soaking right now in San Diego. We've had rain in Los Angeles. We even had hail reported just outside of San Francisco, just some small hail. But yeah, there's enough out there, enough instability. We could see more thunderstorms erupting in this golden state of California. This area of low pressure, this upper low, is going to move east over the coming days, and that's going to generate a lot of wintry weather across the northern tier of the country, but to the south, it's going to be all about showers and even strong thunderstorms. We're concerned about that for the middle of the week. So there's a look at tomorrow night. We've got the snow in Minneapolis to Chicago, wintry mix in the pink and purple, and down to the south, Bonnie, we could have some pretty strong thunderstorms.
Wow, what a start to March. Just ahead on Weather Center Live, February, of course, now over, and it was a month for the history books for several Midwestern cities. Find out which ones saw their coldest February on record. The sound of squealing brakes and crunching metal. It's been a winter filled with icy wrecks and pileups. We'll take a look.
After 50 years of designing cars for crash survival, Subaru has developed our most revolutionary feature yet. A car that can see trouble and stop itself to avoid it. When the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety tested front crash prevention, nobody beat Subaru models with eyesight. Not Honda, not Ford, or any other brand. Subaru Eyesight, an extra set of eyes every time you drive.
Are you still getting heartburn flare-ups? Time for a new routine. Try Nexium 24-Hour, the latest choice for frequent heartburn. Get complete protection. Nexium Level Protection.
Don't miss Founders Days at Pep Boys, where you can get 1921 prices on items store-wide, like a Torin 2-ton floor jack, just $19.21. And when you buy 3 select tires, you get the 4th one free instantly. Trust the boys to get you there.
Is your back acting up again? Is lower back pain a daily drain? If you're one of the millions who suffer from the agony of lower back pain, you need Be Active, the revolutionary new pressure system that helps ease discomfort in your lower back, buttocks, and legs. Watch. Just slip on Be Active and tighten the strap. You'll soon begin experiencing pain relief. Look, back pain often radiates from the lower back to your lower extremities. But apply Be Active to the point in the calf muscle to relieve pain. The secret is the pressure pad that gently compresses, alleviating pain to the nerve and lower back.
Be Active provides firm pressure behind the knee on the specific pressure point, which can help relieve the pain and suffering from sciatica.
I just slide it on, I tighten the strap, I feel the pressure point right behind my knee, and right away I feel the release of pain in my lower back.
Wow, I can feel comfort already.
It's like right away relief.
I just put it on, but I can feel it already easing the pain.
You can't see the relief? I can feel it.
It kind of feels like it's relaxing that muscle.
But now I don't feel the pain at all. This is really something.
Be Active gives you the ability to be active again. Wear it while exercising. Keep up with the kids. It's invisible under clothing, comfortable enough to sleep in. Be Active easily adjusts to fit almost any leg. Be Active is always there to deliver the pain relief you need. Now feel the freedom of being active again with the pressure point therapy of Be Active for just $19.99. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay separate processing. If you don't begin to feel quick back relief, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for just $19.99. So call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-732-6143. That's 1-800-732-6143. Or go online at beactivebrace.com. Call or click today. That's 1-800-732-6143.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Everybody, 28 states from California to Massachusetts are under some form of winter weather advisory or warning at this hour. We're talking double trouble in the form of Winter Storm Sparta and Thor. Now in the east, we're keeping a close eye on Indianapolis with the snow, Richmond, the freezing rain, and Atlanta looks like mainly a rain event here. In fact, the northern counties of Georgia just taken out of that freezing rain advisory. So some good news for traveling there, but you can still see we've got some fog issues out there in Atlanta, Georgia. Speaking of fog, we've got some very thick fog right now in Denver, Colorado, reducing visibility to 0 right now. Was an eighth of a mile. We have gone down to 0. Unfortunately, the temperature 13 degrees. So we do have a ground stop until about 11:15 this morning. As you head for the mountains, it's actually a much better looking day. We saw Paul Goodlow's live shot there from Vail. But again, getting from the airport to the mountains, be very careful along Interstate 70 with more snow on the way. Let's take a look at some conditions elsewhere. We've got the snow coming down in Indianapolis, where it is currently 28 degrees, 26 degrees in Springfield and over towards Cincinnati. Rain, but temperature 34 degrees, so watch out. There could be some icy pockets there. Traveling I-70 from Columbus to Pittsburgh, it is all snow for you with those temperatures just above freezing in Pittsburgh. Washington, D.C., you've got some icy concerns there. We've had some sleet, some freezing rain as well. Temperatures in the upper 20s. Maryland Department of Transportation urging everybody to be very careful traveling today. And as you head up I-95 from Philadelphia into New York City, New York is cloudy, but Philly, the snow has just begun. Temperatures are in the upper 20s. New York City, 30 degrees. Bonnie?
Thanks, Kelly. Well, many of you are flying, but for those of you that are driving, really the center stage for this storm Sparta is I-70. Check this out. St. Louis to Indianapolis, where you already have 6 inches of snow on the ground, still snowing. And if you're driving to Columbus towards Pittsburgh, you will just face a snowy journey throughout much of this part of the day. But then, as we start going into the latter part of the afternoon, into the evening hours, notice that wintry mix, some of the warm air coming up. So it changes over to sleet at times in Columbus, and then start heading a little bit towards northern Virginia. You will see that sleet that changed over to snow in the D.C. Baltimore area. Kelly mentioned that. So some icy conditions there through central New Jersey. By the time we get to later on this evening, travel will get much more treacherous for the New York City metropolitan area with 1 to 3 inches accumulating of snow. But remember, at times you will see some of that mixing with sleet and some freezing rain, especially on the coastal areas on the shore of New Jersey and into Long Island. Winter Storm Sparta, if you're traveling Indianapolis, I mentioned the snow that's happening. Check it out. It just stays with us throughout just the entire evening. Gets a little cloudy towards the afternoon and evening hours, but mainly this will be a snow event for you. But Pittsburgh, look at this. We've got mixing happening here with rain and snow showers. Temperatures coming up into the mid-30s and then dropping down to colder than that overnight. We'll be looking at more snow. Kelly?
Well, Bonnie, multi-vehicle pileups are becoming all too common as we endure storm after storm. Kay Parker shows us some of the worst weather-related pileups that brought America's highways to a standstill this winter.
From Oregon to Maine, a marathon of winter storms causing a smash-up on America's highways.
I see people that follow too close and they don't give themselves enough time to stop. They don't recognize when bridges and overpasses start to freeze in cold temperatures.
We didn't have much time to react to anything. It was just literally we came out of this fog of snow and it was right there. So we just slammed right into it and then people just started hitting us.
The most recent, Winter Storm Sparta, bringing sudden whiteout conditions and traffic to a standstill in North Texas. In Fort Worth, Interstates 30 and 35 completely shut down.
This is not what I thought Texas was going to do.
In Maine, a pileup left more than 70 cars banged up and stranded on I-95 for 5 hours. At the time, the National Weather Service says there was at least an inch of snow on the ground.
I think that sometimes people, they don't know their limitations and they tend to overdrive their abilities.
Since Thanksgiving, there have been more than 50 multi-vehicle pileups. One of the worst pileups of the year, a fiery crash amid the snow-covered I-94 in Michigan.
The firework truck is the truck that hit me. It sounded like machine guns.
In Oregon, icy conditions contributing to a major crash involving more than 20 vehicles, many of them semi-trucks. This wreck happened after 2 trucks came down a hill, slid on black ice, and crashed. Out of the crash, an incredible image of a man trapped between 2 semis. He walked away with just a few scrapes and bruises.
I was just glad to be alive and get out of there, so I ran out of there and everything was good.
The best advice to avoid being caught in a pileup.
Just slow down. Give yourself enough time to get to where you're going.
Slow it down, that's for sure. 96 million people under some kind of winter weather alert this morning, all thanks to Winter Storm Sparta and Thor.
And when you'll be feeling the impacts, we'll let you know. Our Mike Bettis, he'll time it all out. Plus, New Mexico feeling the wrath of Thor.
Some cities got more than 4 inches of snow yesterday, but was it enough to break a record?
These spicy super crunch chicken strips are not your mom's chicken strips.
No, they're my chicken strips.
It's an expression. It means they're not, plain old chicken strips.
Are you calling my mom plain and old?
No, I like these chicken strips.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, you have an admirer. She is interested?
Chicken strips with a kick worth calling home about. Spicy Super Crunch chicken strips. Add some spark to your morning with new Sonic Spark energy drinks. This is how you Sonic.
How do I get hotel deals nobody else gets? I know a guy. I know this guy, Coloito, and this guy who knows a guy. Hey, guy. I know a guy in New York, Vegas, Dallas. I've known some guys for decades. And son, nice to meet you. Let's deal. My competitors may know a guy, but I know over 60,000 guys. And gals.
Exclusive hotel deals up to 60% off. Priceline.com. To stay one step ahead of winter, it takes the latest state-of-the-art technology. The ultimate protection for any car, truck, or SUV is WeatherTech floor liners. They're laser measured to perfectly protect your vehicle. Front, back, even up the sides. Simply go to WeatherTech.com and order your ultimate vehicle protection today. Or call 1-800-CarMats. This winter calls for WeatherTech. Ride on the most treacherous highway in the world.
It makes me happy to go on the computer. I like feeling smart.
Internet Essentials from Comcast has brought low-cost internet access to over 1.4 million low-income people at home.
Internet Essentials help me progress in my schoolwork. It helped my grades move higher.
Today, it's the largest broadband adoption program in America.
It helped me a lot.
Comcast NBC Universal, helping to bridge the digital divide.
If you're not happy with how your allergy medicine treats your congestion,
Rethink relief with Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one cause of your symptoms, Nasacort stops more, relieving the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's non-addictive and has no harsh taste, and unlike Flonase, it's scent and alcohol-free. And it's available over the counter at full prescription strength. Rethink your relief with Nasacort. It stops more of what makes you miserable.
805-4176. Online at drstumpgrinder.com.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back, everyone. How about this extreme snowfall in New Mexico as Winter Storm Thor has moved through. Albuquerque picking up record snowfall, 4.7 inches, the old record 2.4 back in 1949. And how about the snow accumulating here on the old patio furniture? That is impressive. Hey, enjoy it. I know maybe some of you head up to Towson doing a little skiing. You're going to be doing some skiing in a lot of the Southwest resorts because the snow relentless for you today. And then eventually it rolls its way through the Colorado Rockies and some fresh powder coming your way. We look at the atmosphere on your winter weather update and show you what's happening. Big trough of low pressure digging out in Southern California and just funneling moisture right through the four corners. You can check it out on the water vapor imagery. Big trough here, and all that moisture comes right across the south. In fact, even in Southern California, we've got some winter rain for you this morning, including in and around San Diego. So a lot happening for you this morning, including, check this out, big slug of moisture now just off the coastline here in San Diego and about to roll its way in. Most of the rainfall accumulation I've seen in around San Diego and over towards, say, Pine Valley, Palm Springs, these kind of areas. We're looking at, anywhere from about a tenth of an inch to about a quarter of an inch of rain. But notice it's all really, really focused moisture coming in off the Pacific. And then once you add elevation to the mix, we've got snow. So we head up to Flagstaff, Arizona, and the Grand Canyon. Look at the snow that's falling for us here along I-40 and I-17. How about Arizona Snow Bowl? Wax them up. Let's go. How about the ski lifts right now? It is a winter wonderland. Absolutely beautiful fresh powder for you here. Enjoy your time today out on the slopes and maybe a day of hooky tomorrow. How about the snow? Continues through probably the next couple of hours, and then around 10 o'clock this morning it's going to start to taper off or mix over to a little bit of rain because temperatures begin to warm for us here. So if you're out there this morning for some first tracks, then hats off to you. It's going to be great. All right, snow for you here extends across the Wasatch into the Colorado Rockies later on tonight through the day tomorrow. Fresh powder for you here. Rain continues for us in Southern California, and then the snow continues for us in northern Arizona as well. That is Thor. This is Sparta, which came before Thor. Heavy snow for us here across the Midwest, rolling into the Northeast. Some spots 3 to 5 more inches of snow to go. Notice our future radar. Maybe a little bit of icing around D.C. and Baltimore, even Philadelphia. Then snow on the backside of that. Snow rolls into Boston, adding insult to injury for us so far this winter. By Monday around 8 o'clock, things begin to roll out. But Boston, that could be the one that gets you. All right, we can confirm it. February record cold in some of your hometowns.
That leaky roof will cost you thousands in repairs, and gushing gutters can destroy your home's foundation. Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Seal, the brand everyone trusts to coat, seal, and stop leaks fast. Just a quick shot, and Flex Seal fills cracks and holes, stopping the toughest leaks while remaining completely flexible. It's actually liquid rubber in a can. To show you the amazing sealing power of Flex Seal, we replaced the bottom of this boat with the screen door and covered it in Flex Seal. After a day on the water, not only does it stay afloat, but the inside is completely dry. And for places that are light, you're going to love Flex Seal Bright. Ideal on lighter surfaces. Perfect for quickly repairing decorative items. This light coating holds back water. A lot of water. It's like the Hoover Dam in a can. Use Flex Seal Clear to coat and protect. Now everything in plain sight can be sealed watertight. We replaced the bottom of this boat with plexiglass. Drilled over 100 holes and covered them in Flex Seal Clear. Not only does it stay afloat, but Flex Seal Clear keeps all the water out of the boat. Hello, fishy. Roofs and gutters, kitchens and bathrooms, pools, patios, and so much more. Don't call a repairman to fix leaks. You can get Flex Seal right now for just $19.99. And check this out. Flex Seal is available in all these incredible new colors. But wait, we're going to double your order and send you 2 cans of Flex Seal in your choice of clear, original, or bright for just $19.99. You're going to love Flex Seal. Here's how to order.
To order Flex Seal, call 1-800-581-9778 or go to getflexseal.com. Flex Seal colors now available. Call 1-800-581-9778 or go online now.
Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Looneyville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go way back. Love that little animal.
Weekday mornings, Jim Cantori, Sam Champion, and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ, starting at 7.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here, and that's just Sam.
Weekday mornings at 7, only on the Weather Channel.
A frozen wonderland of the South Shore of Wisconsin now open. More than 6,000 people flocked to see Lake Superior ice caves. Visitors gazed at the amazing ice formations and even ventured into the caves. Some took to the ice, running and sliding on the lake, 16 inches thick in some areas. Wow, that's incredible. They can go in the caves.
Very fun, but I'm a little claustrophobic. I'm not sure how I would do in that situation. But it is so neat to see all those thick icicles out there. It has been a very cold month of February, record-breaking, in fact, in many areas across the Midwest as well as the Northeast. So let's take a look at some stats here. We've got the averages of the highs and lows put together. And yeah, #1 coldest February on record for a lot of these cities like Harrisburg, PA, and Cleveland.
Yeah, and Cleveland was #1 for February, and it was actually the second coldest month ever. So we're really shattering records all around.
Wow, Syracuse 9.1 and Bangor, Maine 6.1. So yeah, #1 coldest, but Cleveland, it looks like our forecast keeps us chilly the next couple of days. Look at that, Bonnie. We actually get to average on Tuesday.
Yay, 41.
So spring is right around the corner, and we're all counting it down, right? Spring arrives on March 20th, but that's not soon enough for a lot of folks, I know.
No, they are ready for spring in Acton, Maine. Peggy Singleton did this beautiful picture. It's really symbolic of the flowers. She posted this on our Facebook page, painted on big piles of flip
Very
snow.
creative. I like that, Peggy. And how about one of the hallmarks of spring, a robin in the snowy conditions in Old Joplin-town, Missouri. Tammy Price posting this picture to our Facebook, and others wanting, you know, sort of taking winter in stride. Terry Scheller, I love that snowman. That is so cool.
It's so Texas, right? Yeah, if you're going to have a snowman in Texas, it's going to be a cowboy.
With the lasso and everything. That is really cool.
Well done.
Good job. Well, we'd love to see your pictures on Facebook and Twitter as well. But right now, it is all about winter storms, Sparta and Thor, which are on the move. 96 million people under some kind of winter weather alert.
We're keeping you on top of both storms next with live coverage in Colorado and Chicago. Right now, it's time for your local on the 8s.
At Intel, they have technology that lets your face be your password. Oh, that is one secure password.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
Shopping online is as easy as it gets.
Wouldn't it be great if hiring plumbers, carpenters, and even piano tuners were just as simple? Thanks to Angie's List, now it is. We've made hiring anyone from a handyman to a dog walker as simple as a few clicks. Buy their services directly at angieslist.com. No more calling around, no more hassles. And you don't even have to be a member to start shopping today.
Angie's List is revolutionizing local service again. Visit angieslist.com today.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 80. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm through the evening. Low 70. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. High 81. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.